strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought me looking bleak now? I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Tyler, 64, weak. 51 to 1, boy, 51. Let's get it. Hey, Delta.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Solid. Go. Switch.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
No. Lefty.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Red! 51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, Foxtrot! Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 51, Mike!
From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You got it!
Charger football to start quarter number 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Check me 90. Hey, Brown 80.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Line 5-4.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Tighten up.
Hey, line 7.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Split.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Run.
Kill.
Hey, empty.
Check it out, Reed. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Watch the pass. 59 Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on to give to Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Forward, Tokyo.
31's the Mike. It's our time.
Kill. Let's find 2. Black.
Slam.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Step 180. 380.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Everyone go 4 down.
Hey, 79! 79!
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A toss play. Gordon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
To throw again. Rivers going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 50. Alpha. 54.
Watch the run. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashawn Perriman 53 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Pretty move. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check.
Alpha!
Mike 51. Check Mike.
Hey, orbit.
51's the mic.
White, 89.
Throwing again. Rivers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Lion.
Alert 3. Check 26.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Lefty.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
180. Black 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 3rd and long for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Left, right.
Operating from the gun, Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
180.
We got 3.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, at its 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Son, round 80.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hey.
Coming after you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
From the gun, Rivers. Now he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Empty.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. 180. Sunday.
36. Check 3.
Rip. Down the man inside.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Small.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Check, lucky.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
4 down. 2 down.
Now Wentz. That is caught. It's Perriman. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Here we go.
On first down, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Switch.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go. Back. 180.
Yeah, let's get sound.
Lefty. Check. He's coming. You got double up. Hey, Lou.
Kill.
Check 13. Check.
Sharks got it, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Check Mike 54. Mike White. Watch the slant.
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Echo. Hey, here we go.
54's Mike. Check.
White, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. The 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 47 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.